We're Josh and Phoebe, and in 3 years we've sailed more than 6,000 miles along Australia's east coast. We've had countless once-in-a-lifetime experiences, but we didn't have the space on our Adams 35 to share that magic with others. So after 5 years living aboard, we realised we'd outgrown the pod. Then we found her, an abandoned Kelsall 57 catamaran, 3 owners, and she's never left the boatyard. $80,000 at auction, a mountain of work, and a dream we couldn't walk away from. We've gone into debt to buy her, and we can only afford 2 months in this boatyard. Every part, every repair, every 16-hour day, it's all on us. We took a risk buying our first boat with no sailing experience, and that paid off. But now, we've taken the biggest risk of all. Can we pull it off? Start small, dream big, sail far. This boat project is less 1 steps forward, 2 steps back, and more like building a sandcastle at high tide. You think you got it perfect, you're all stoked, and then a wave comes and just washes away your dreams.
Well, at least tomorrow the tide's going to drop back down and you'll have another chance, right?
That's true. So today we're actually going to be undoing all of the work that we did yesterday with our Coosa board, which was painstakingly painful.
But, I mean, hey.
So true.
Cutting all that Coosa board off, and then we're going to send it back down to Dane, and he's going to hopefully cut and glue the foam the Savo.
Yeah, not because the Coosa board was the wrong way, it was just not the best way. I love this saying, opinions are like...
Well, I love what they are.
What?
I mean, no, just yours.
Opinions are like bum holes. Everyone's got one.
Some are just more delicious than others.
Some are better than others. Get out of here. Who is this guy? So we've had a lot of opinions about this project, especially what we've been doing with the Coosa board.
And we've been relying on them because we don't have experience, and people have got years and years of professional experience in these industries. So we really do like this Coosa board idea. And
because the whole goal with that is we want to eliminate compression over time. That's why we've got the Coosa board there.
Because the foam's a hardness of 115, and these new young kids with all the tech, they know that the materials are better these days and compression might not be an issue like it used to be when we were using, you know, open cell H80 foams that a lot of production boats were built with. That's why we're pulling off the Coosa board that we've got. We're
on the tangs.
On the tangs as it is.
And it will be a bit of work for us, but we've actually added to the workload for Dane at Ocean Degree because the millimetre accuracy of the CNC machine means that our cuts of Coosa board, just not it.
No.
That was not it, and that's okay.
We tried our best with what we had, and our best wasn't good enough.
And that's okay too.
And we're all right with that, eh?
We're just trying to do the best with the limited resources that we have, which at the money is money and time.
At the money, you said at the money.
At the money.
Yeah, you did.
Can obviously tell what's prominent on my mind. Yeah, we're low on money and low on time.
Yeah,
so
true.
That's
Couldn't
what we're
have said it
working
better
against.
myself.
Yeah.
Some people love it, some people hate it, but we're just doing the best with what we've got. And the crazy thing is that this dream is still within our grasp. Every day we're working is a day closer to getting back in the water and living on a 58-foot floating cat.
Yeah, but if we don't keep the wheels spinning, we're not going to be moving anywhere, and this boat could be up for auction a third time. Let's get into it.
Come on. Yesterday was a huge day for us, but it all pays off when you get here and you realise that it's all been epoxied and it's ready to go to the next stage. So this is going down to the boys who are going to CNC out our foam. I've got a forklift coming here real soon, so we've got to get that happening. Yahoo! Yeah, Joshy! Holy dooly, Dane, that's wild.
Smoothed it out. It was good. It was a great start. So based off your original outline and the correct yakka profile, this is where it ends up.
Oh, copy.
So these are based off the stainless steel. See how it's really tight here?
Oh, shit, yeah.
This is quite a sharp edge. So
Yeah.
what I did is I split it and then I just made it 5mm wider.
Yeah.
So now everything's contained in it, but it's still only a tiny, adjustment.
That looks hot.
Yeah.
To me, that looks a little bit more like a cruising boat rudder than what the last one did. The last one looks super spec performance.
I don't want it to go to waste and you have to grind it all off, but if you can taper it from there to there, you're probably not going to end up with much.
When you say it would be hard for you, you haven't said that to me once before, so I assume that means that's going to be...
No, more just very time consuming. Because we're cutting so thin on the edge, it could break out or it could cause more issues than it's worth, I think.
Copy. Oh man, I am actually blown away by that, dude. I am frothing on that so much. Thank you, Dane.
Oh, no worries.
I know you stayed up last night doing this, and I appreciate your efforts, bro. We're just... Well, I'm frothing. He's got a really good suggestion, and it's going to satisfy both us and everyone else who's been feeding their opinions and knowledge, which has been valuable. Thank you so much. We're going to actually get rid of the Coosa that we spent the day gluing yesterday on the outside of the tanks, and we're going to take that off so we can sandwich the foam on. And then what we're going to do is actually cut out, and there you're going to CNC cut some Coosa out so it's not all higgity-piggity like ours was, and we're going to glue it back in. So then we're going to glass over the foam, and the Coosa layer will actually be level, so we can glass over that. So the compression of the Coosa will not happen, and the compression of the foam will not happen, because it won't be the thing that's load bearing there, because Coosa has a 440 hardness compared to the 115 hardness of the foam that we're using. So that's a great. Oh, it's so good. Got to go find a forklift to get the tangs back up to the boat, because you saw how they got there this morning, and this is not going to be enough. Josh is on the forklift, but he's currently got an outboard hoisted up in the air. Looks like it's about 300 horse and 2 blokes standing underneath it. So we're going to wait until he's finished to go and have a chat to him. And he's finished. Thank you. Alrighty, no, so he left the pallets there, so we're gonna go put them on the pallets so then he can just pick them up when he's ready. Perfect. These guys are so smart. They've already got everything figured out. I could learn a lot from them. Oh my God, is that Phoebe Williams?
Is that Santa? Santa's little elf?
Did you almost get hit by a car today?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
These brake pads up.
These are our 2 acetyl bottom bearings. It's funny, before I realized that we had to install bearings in here, I thought that our tube diameter was actually going to be 100 mil, which is what this hole is here. But this is actually just a glass HDPE sleeve into the boat. These are the sacrificial component of that. We're just going to epoxy these bottom bearings in, and that will be what happens, what the wear aspect is, and that's fully replaceable. So it's such an intelligent design. These are the 2 that I had made. One fits and one doesn't. I'm really unsure if I'm just tripping. It doesn't fit. Fits.
So that's the one on the starboard side.
Well, that one fits in both sides, and this doesn't fit in either. I'm really keen to get a photo of the boat down there before they put any more boats there, because it's the first time that we've actually been able to see the perspective of how big our boat is. Come have a look. Something I'm actually ecstatic about having to pull this Coosa off is I get to strength test.
Hey guys.
How you going?
I thought you'd be out of here by now.
Oh, well, if you come grab a brush and give us a hand, we would be. So despite having to undo a full day's work, I'm actually really excited about this, because it means we get to do destructive testing on the work we did yesterday. I always try and nurse something once I've done it without trying to break it, but really, in reality, like, it should be strong enough to withstand any sort of mechanical loading, but we've never worked with epoxy before. We've got a steel boat, and steel is real, you know. We know that it's strong, we know that it's tough, and we know that 1 centimetre of weld can hold up to a ton. You know, there'll be plenty of people out there that know the actual response of that. But what we're going to do now is remove these Coosa boards. But babe, do you want to even try and see if you, without hurting yourself, see if you can?
That is...
Because
my God.
What this is actually helping us do is gain a little bit of trust and a little bit of understanding and a little bit of belief in the products we're going to be using.
True.
So,
how do we even, where do we even start, babe? Oh. Should probably have some glasses on, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Bit of Coosa in the eyeball. Oh, it's Such a waste of Coosa. I'm pretty sad about that. But... Wow.
So that's actually broken.
Damn. Oh no, that's gonna make it harder.
That's actually broken the section of Coosa, so that goes to show how good that adhesive is. That might even be the perfect profile for Dane now. Nice, babe. Next. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Satisfying.
Oh, great.
Yay!
Oh. Gotta make sure I look cool.
Right, hold up.
Ah,
That was really good, babe.
thanks.
It was impeccable.
Thanks, babe.
Proud of you.
I didn't hit my thumb once. Except once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I tried to be brave and I didn't react.
Oh my god, did you actually hammer your thumb?
Yeah. Did you see when?
Oh, ouch.
It's okay. I'll just complain about it forever.
Have you ever heard someone say it's not the size of your hammer, it's how you use it? That can be true sometimes. I would have liked a bigger hammer. We've used everything that we've got, and these are just my old secondhand tools that I got as an apprentice in my first year, probably about 8 years ago. So that's the best flogging and hiding that stuff's ever gotten in its life, I would say. But it held up to it. What we're actually gonna do now is get our jigsaw and cut along even at the 40mm width of the stainless steel tangs. That way we'll have no Coosa board overhang, and it'll make it super easy for Dane to get his foam all around those tangs. We're gonna leave these as they are. He said that that's fine, so we'll just do that. Yeah, some of these came off a lot easier than others. This one was a clean fit. You could use that Coosa board for something else exactly after, and you can kind of see where it's actually ripped. So yeah, I mean, whereas that is so much bright steel where it's all pulled off all the epoxy. So yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. We are not consistent in our application, but just good learnings. And then we're gonna hit it all with a grinder, put another key into it, and send it back down to the boys.
And while Josh is doing that, I'm gonna go upstairs and keep editing.
I've just been explaining to Dane what we're going to be doing today. Because Dane couldn't get 50mm foam, he's gotten 30 and 20, so we're going to have to glue it together. Is that right? And then, once we've got our 50mm sheet as one piece, we're going to cut our 4 halves out of that.
Yeah.
And then that's going to go through the CNC machine, and then, yeah. So we're not going to be putting them on the shafts today, but we're going to be one step closer.
Foam ripped machine on the CNC.
What are you going to use to glue it?
I'm going to use a 2-part structural epoxy adhesive, so 2-to-1 ratio.
Yep.
Trowel it on either side.
Yep.
And then we'll stick them together, and then we'll weight it.
Cool.
So it's nice and compressed. Yeah.
Sweet. Sounds easy. Let's see how the professionals do it. Is this what you use Techniglue for all of your vinyl ester and stuff, or?
Any like structural bonding, it's the strongest kind of glue that you're going to get. And the stuff is like a good consistency.
Yeah.
Out of the tub, you don't have to put any powders in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on YouTube, Rohan?
Just sign this waiver, please, with blood.
in a spooky mood.
I'm stoked, that's why.
Two cups of this to
Yep.
1 cup of that.
We were eyeballing it yesterday.
Yeah.
We were using teaspoons.
You definitely can, but like you just want to reduce any risk of it not curing properly, especially on something like this, where if it doesn't cure properly, it's stuff.
Yeah, we had an interesting experience breaking down what we had built yesterday, the salvo, and it's like Phoebe and I were saying that it's like you try and nurse things after you've built them and like, you don't actually give them a proper strength test type thing. But that was the amazing thing, is because we mixed up so many different batches of epoxy, some actually came apart a lot easier and some would... So it's like we obviously had inconsistencies.
Oh, you're in your baking era.
Oh, I had a good story.
Guys?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Today we're baking. I had a good story today. Who told us that? Of a fella lost a rudder in Vanuatu. He lost a rudder on the reef on a Bavaria 50, and they didn't have any foam on the island. So the baker came along and out of flour and yeast, baked a rudder that they glassed over, and he sailed on that to Fiji to where they had foam to replace it.
See? You don't need fancy foam and epoxy.
I liken the technique, eh?
I'm getting sleepy.
ASMR.
Yeah, this is like how you know you're going to stop scrolling on TikTok and go to bed. When videos like this come on. That's me.
I'm frothing.
So what I'm doing now is do like a tight wipe to prime the foam to actually fill
Yeah, right.
the little voids and push the foam.
We're trying to glue the rudders, not make golf clubs. Come on.
I'll forget my games.
Nice. Moles?
Got him right off.
I ran my idea of having a layer of glass between each sheet over the tangs. Dane respectfully acknowledged it and then said that's kind of what the glass on the outside is actually doing. So, and one single layer of glass is not actually going to add that much strength. It'll also flex between it. So one of those interesting ideas that I got from someone and brought to the boys, and yeah. Holy dooly. Does it tell you machining time on that as well?
Yeah.
Far out. I'm heading down, the CNC's done. We're gonna be gluing the rudders onto the shafts, the Savo. Dane's knocking off. He's pretty much finished now, so I'll be with the young blokes. They're gonna be giving me a hand. And yeah, let's see how it's going. Afternoon. How goes it?
Certainly.
Thanks, Fa.
How's your day going?
Pretty good. About to get a whole lot better.
How are you?
Good, bro. What about you? Holy shit. Wow. Like a glove. Has it turned out how you imagined?
I think so.
To plan?
Yeah. I probably went a little bit tight on tolerances. Like I like to keep everything super tight, but realistically I could have just given the shaft a little bit more play. Right now the boys are just fine tuning it.
Is that what you're talking about when you're saying?
Yeah, I gave it 1.5 mil clearance for glue.
Yeah.
The less glue, the stronger it's going to be.
The less glue, the stronger it's going to be.
Glue's a little bit brittle, so if you have a large gap full of glue, technically going to be a little bit weaker than
Yeah, right.
glue. Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right, it's starting to set in the fact that these rudders have actually come together now and they're looking like rudders. They've done the final little bit of sanding on the foam itself and we're getting ready to use an epoxy to put them together, to glue them. We're using the same glue that we used to glue the 2 sheets of foam together to make our 50 mil thick foam. Then we're going to be glassing with vinyl ester, but Dane was saying that the 2 materials interacting aren't going to be an issue because the contact of the vinyl ester and the epoxy is going to be so small. So epoxy is an excellent structural adhesive and we're going to be filling up all the little gaps inside the actual foam and the tangs with that as well, because we don't want any air gaps in there. So, oh my God, bro. This is crazy. It's actually happening. Is it? Yeah. I don't mind a sticky bum. I'm just having a last little moment with these gorgeous, sexy shafts. They're going to steer us around the world one day. Got to register the boat soon and get all the HIN number and everything sorted for it. So it means we need to start realistically thinking about our name. And we're really thinking about just taking Inner Bloom with us because it's just Inner Bloom. I don't know. We were sitting at the front of the boat before we went cruising and we still hadn't come up with the name for the channel or whatever. And because I wanted to call it Gawande Bee Sailing. Because Gawande is like dolphin in Bundjalung and then bee is Phoebe's favourite animal. And then she was like, we're not calling it that. Like, that's the most ridiculous name. Never hit. And she's like, what about New Kids on the Dock? And I was like, done. Yeah. Perfect. Immaculate. That's so good. That compared to what it would have been like if I'd done it, that's just like, I would say it's actually perfect. Well done, you guys. All right, time to get undressed, rudder. Oh, that tape on the inside of the MDF has worked perfectly. Like there was glue hard up against that and it just slipped away.
Roll it over. All our joins will be away from the leading edge.
Copy.
The following edge. So they'll be over there.
Yep.
And then the second layer will come over the top of that.
So we alternate.
Yep.
Nice.
Put a staggered join.
Staggered join.
Yep. And then our next one after that, so coming back over the side, will come down another
Sick.
over 100 mil.
Yep.
And then so on.
Beautiful.
So all joins will be.
Yeah, and then each one do you cut bigger or it's just
all will be cut bigger each time. So
because we want the strongest part to be on the leading edge, right?
So we want the following and the leading edge to be the strongest points because that's where you get a lot of your wear.
Yeah. How much glass do you reckon?
2 layers on both of them first as a tie layer, and then we'll do another 5 layers with a double bias.
Yep.
So we chop, double bias, chop, double bias, chop, and that will give the full strength.
Hectic. So we're using a vinyl ester resin, are we, Callum?
Yep.
Where are we going?
So we're using vinyl ester resin with M100 catalyst. So for every litre we want 10 mils.
Yep.
So, and that's 1%. So if we want to go 1.5, it's 15 mils, 2%. 20 mils.
Cool. Why are we using a vinyl ester?
So vinyl ester's got the best, well, one of the best water resistance, waterproofing. It's good for a lot of stuff. Better than polyester. Bit cheaper than epoxy.
Yep.
But has the same sort of qualities as epoxy.
It's like a third of the price of epoxy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 230, 240 bucks for a 20 litre.
Pretty good.
Vinyl ester, yeah.
That's pretty good.
And it's stronger, it's better than polyester, because polyester is like the cheapest
Yeah.
you can get.
Oh, no way. So the best part about vinyl and polyester is when you mix it properly, the color actually changes.
Yeah, so it
Was that clear before?
It will go from that reddish colour
Yep.
to that darker colour.
Sick.
And vinyl actually changes over the season, so sometimes it will go like a green colour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fully seasonal.
Yeah, it changes over the season.
Like a flower.
Pretty much.
Beautiful. A deadly flower. Got this ridge here that's going to compress as you droop over that first layer, because we're trying to get rid of any sharp edges. Tight radiuses, you called them, eh?
Yeah, that's a radius.
Yep.
If it's in a corner, it's a cove.
Oh yeah, copy. Because that's what you're actually rolling out, right? Is all the excessive resin or the...
You want to make it wet, so...
No, but like once you put the glass over, like when you roll it, are you trying to get excessive resin out? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it pushes the air out with resin.
Yeah, right.
About that. Yeah.
Tear will join nicer than a cut will.
So a ripped edge
Yeah.
will mold in,
Right.
whereas a cut edge will leave like a harder edge.
Yeah.
So when you glass, you want to just have a nice ripped edge. And also just mold
Old.
around.
Nice. As you've seen, all our glass is cut now. We've got our full layup schedule. We're gonna have some lunch and then get ready to throw a bit of glass and resin on these rudders. And it's gonna get to the point where it's done. The boys are just figuring out the last layer. The sheet wasn't wide enough, so they've got to do a join in it somewhere.
Alright, nuggets for lunch. Do you want fresh or toasted bread?
I'll have toasted.
Toasted? That's surprising because it always looks toasted.
As you know, I've never done any glassing before, so this is my first real experience, and the boys have been kind enough to teach me as they go. But looking at all this glass laid down behind us, it actually blows me away that this is going to end up as just a few millimeters of thickness on the end product of our foam. So it's an incredible product that I'm falling in love with it. I love the glass. Bring on the glass. Everything is in the preparation, eh?
Everything's in the preparation. And when you lay out, those little sharp bits will catch your glass.
Right.
And will cause air bubbles. And also the other thing is, if you don't clear it up, nothing's going to stick. It's all chemically bonded. You want to make sure you get all your edges where it's going to roll over, prepped up the most, because that's the point where it's going to have the most issues sticking. But because they're using laminating resin, it stays sticky, and you have a window of about 8 hours, I'm pretty sure. You can just go straight onto it. We like to just clear it up anyway.
Because otherwise there's going to be a waxy...
Yeah, so you get waxed resin and that will leave like a shiny finish and nothing will stick to that. By taking that wax layer off, you're giving it something to bond to.
Alright, it's time to get into this. Wait, what's going on here?
all the air bubbles out now.
We'll just do the real rudders tomorrow, eh?
This is just a practice. We're actually getting them made. This is this is fake.
We're just having fun here. Why is it up in the north now? Yeah. Just got Phoebe out here making a mess of my choppy.
She's pretty good at chopping up usually.
Oh, look at this clown dude.
I might be back into a job then, eh? Callum's in there, he's grinding away. Yeah, it's looking amazing. Come check it out. He's not going to come out because he's working away, but he looks like he's using like a 40 or maybe even a 20 or 30 grit sanding pad on a grinder, and he's taken away a lot of product. Like it's white as anything in there. But this is where the magic is going to happen, because when the foam was laid, I was thinking, geez, they look a little bit too thin. And then after we glassed them, I was thinking, geez, they look a little bit too big. So by the time he sanded it and fed it, I think it's going to be perfect.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
I think he does. Thanks for being in there, Callum, you bloody legend. He's even taped his shoes and his wrists up so he's not going to get any fiberglass in there. He really doesn't want any of that stuff in him.
It's been so incredible to see this process. I mean, we don't know yet. We haven't done the calculations to know yet if this is going to be more financially viable.
I can tell you
buying
straight
them,
away,
but
it's definitely going to be.
yeah, it's definitely more satisfying though, seeing the creation of these rudders, something that's going to help us sail and direct us through life, hopefully for the rest of our lives.
And knowing that we build them with our hands and other people's ideas and
Other people's
experience.
Yeah.
But we were there. We these are our rudders. Like,
Yeah. And the boys were saying that they never really get people shadow them and watch them while they're doing this work. Usually, they're paid to do it and they walk away and they come back and pick it up once it's done. So it was really cool to be a part of that process and see how it all happens. And
yeah,
it's incredible craft.
it's just so amazing to be involved and see like the skills and quality of boat building with Ocean Degree. Like without these guys, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So
yeah, it's been completely obscure for them to allow us to do this, and they were like, no one's ever wanted to do this before.
No, I'm sure there's many that have wanted to do it, but no one's been allowed to. So
yeah,
something about us.
we're feeling
desperate. We're
super
so
grateful to the boys at Ocean Degree. It's been incredible.
Really, with the grinding, it's all by eye and feel. So you're looking for like high points. So there'd be like a point where there's too much built up, and you could see there'd be a bulge there.
Yeah.
So what you want to do, you grind it out, and then you follow it out. You just check to make sure it's fair, and then you can run a batten across it like this. And obviously, because the rudder's got a bow in it, it's going to have a bit of a bow in it. But see how the battens mostly follow the shape. So there's not too much height differences, which means we can do a nice screed on there and be happy with that.
Yeah, so there's a little one there, but that's funny because this is where we wrapped everything over.
Yes.
And then that was our high point there.
That will create the high, and then you have a low. But I've taken most of the high out.
Yeah.
Because before it wouldn't have been like that.
Oh yeah, it was
And now
huge.
it's like that.
No, it's come up immaculate.
These are pervies, so
Amazing, dude. Wow. So we can see that last layer of chops gone a lot, and then we're just coming into the double bias in there. The weight's really come in now though. Like I've tried to lift it before and I was like, wow.
I was
Like, yeah, like you can lift it yourself, but it's girthy. But it's got a steer of 58-foot cut. Like you want it.
100%. Everyone's been looking at these and going, like, I wouldn't have done any different.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, sweet.
Hectic.
I've done that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we got it.
Perfect on the first go.
Yeah, boy. Ah, stoked. Callum's been working all day, he's knocked off, and now we're about to get to work. We're gonna be bogging the second side of the rudder. It's been curing in the sun all day, and then we're gonna be doing a bit of torture boarding. But yeah, I'm keen to learn all this. We've just gone and cleaned up the shafts with a Stanley blade to take off any excessive resin. And now we're just going through with a bit of 1000 grit, wet and dry, just to clean up any little burrs or any high points or any bits of resin that we did miss. We've got our bottom bearing that's going to go in here, and especially around the top, we don't want to score those tubes, the bearings that we've got, because you just want it nice. It'll make it go easier.
So if you bugger the bearing, you'll have leaks and it will be unstoppable until you get lifted out again.
Except, however, that may not be the case because we have a bottom bearing, and we've actually put in water channels for the bottom bearing, so we're allowing water to come up in. And then this will be above the water line. However, at the top bearing, we have 2 lip seals, and then we're filling with grease in between. Whose shaft is nicer?
We've got 2 different shaft techniques over here, and I think it's all in the technique. It's how you use it.
Oh, he's copying my technique now. Far out. Wait, have a look at mine before you have a look at his, because I've been working on it.
I didn't start this and you finished.
Realistically, we're probably going to have to sand around that so we can get that flat against the... So I'll get a bit of sandpaper and we'll just sand that section out. If we have all that area, because we're going to have our washer there,
yeah,
and that's going to be 5 mil anyway. It's just we're not going to get a true representation unless we can get this hard up against the hull.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry for the old boy last night.
Pick that out of the way, because you're going to have to go really far, almost into that stand.
Yep.
How did we get... Oh,
We
didn't have all this before. Yeah, it was just the tangs.
He moved that for me. He said that's not a drama. We can move that. Yeah. So what I'll do, we'll just set this down. I'll just move that.
Oh, that's absorbing the pressure on it anyway. That's just sitting there.
That's crazy.
Yep. I wonder if we'll still be able to get it in.
Oh.
You're very tight.
Oh.
We're not even able to test it. You're gonna have to raise the boat up.
That's going to cost us.
Yeah, I know.
That's bad. How further?
That's right on that square point.
Wow.
That is so painful.
Didn't consider that.
Bugger, we should have got him to lift it up higher. That's such a pain. Bugger. I mean, realistically.
Here or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to get it out of there?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just go on that. That's going to be square, so we could get a level running off there, and we can get our heights, and then we can run a straight line off.
After the boat tapers up, we're gonna be able to. The front point will be the only point that'll be closest to the boat, so that will clear. It's mainly the forward edge we'll worry about. We should be able to make do with some measurements. The boat's on the piss. These yards, you've got no idea.
We're gonna test with the starboard side.
Yeah, that's definitely higher. You got 1360. Yeah.
1370. So we got 30 mils, so that might be enough to get us in.
Yeah.
No. pain. What a pain. That's so cooked. That's it. That's
Right.
all. So obviously this is not going to be the right length.
Well,
but we can kind of,
this can be the final height if that's going to work.
yeah. So we basically just need to measure what our change in length is from here to here. Just want to try and maintain 5 mil because there you've got 5.
That'd be about 7.
6.
All right, and then the warehouse of ocean degree.
And we have 2 almost completely sanded and faired rudders. We've got a couple more days of fairing, bit of bog, sanding, but it's coming together. We tried to test fit it yesterday and that was a dud.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
$800 for us to test fit these rudders, which I think we're gonna have to do, so that hurts. We could have had the boat lifted up when we first got it moved again, but wasn't thinking about it.
We're thinking about a million things.
Yeah.
Thinking about getting a good shot.
$800 shot, I hope it pays. Yeah, we're both pretty buggered. We've been doing really late nights because Callum's helping us after work. So we started about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Last night we went through to 8:30. So yeah, big days when you're starting at 6:30. Phoebe's pumping videos and keeping us well fed. They're both sleeping like logs. But yeah, look, this whole process is quite slow because we're doing it multiple afternoons every evening. We're buggered by that point. And it's very staggered. So we haven't showed you a whole lot of the sanding and fairing process, but we're going to be, I don't know,
Doing that today.
Yeah, we'll be putting bits and pieces in there. Look, it's not as interesting as the glassing. I've really enjoyed it, the whole torture boarding process and sanding and it coming from all these wobbly lines to something that's level. So yeah, be keen to see it on the boat. And I mean, but the thing is, we might not do that until the day that we go back in the water. So,
Which is a little bit anticlimactic, but that's okay.
all this work that we're doing, and we can't even see the results and the benefits and have the experience of like, wow, look, ticked off, another one to go. Like,
Yeah, the immediate reward, but that's okay.
Anyway.
We've got the rest of our lives to enjoy it.
yeah, right now, hard work.
Yeah, right now, tired.
So what I can do is actually show you. If you can see the gap in there, apart from these little high points there, but you can see that there's actually, it's perfect. It's amazing. So we've bogged all this and we drag it down with the trowel, as you would have seen, and now we've let it going off for 24 hours and then we sanded, and then we've done another pass through, and now we'll just go and do a little patch fill after we've sanded again, and then we're going to do the top, the leading and the trailing edge, and then that's it. We're painting a priming coat that'll be an epoxy paint, waterproofing, and then we'll do our barrier coat and anti-foul, and then that job is done.
Now, I could very well just edit these clips to a cool track while you watch yet another montage of this rudder build, but then it wouldn't give you the opportunity to really exist in this moment with us and to be here with us emotionally at this stage of the project and to feel its essence. So I'm just going to riff with you for a bit, if that's okay. So around this time, Josh and I were talking together about how not having the money for something can actually turn into the greatest gift. If we'd paid someone to build these rudders for us, we would have missed out on all of these lessons in these late nights and the mistakes and all of the wrong turns, all of the time and the exhaustion and the disagreements and arguments. It's actually come at a price that we've never had to pay before. I'm gaining weight from stress, Josh is losing it, we're both shedding hair faster than we'd like, and neither of us have the time or the energy to talk to our families. It's been a little bit isolating. We're a little bit sad at the moment, but what we're gaining supersedes all of that. We've had the privilege of learning from professionals, of trying our hands at a craft that once felt way beyond our abilities. And all of these skills that we've learned and earned the hard way, that will stay with us way long after we finish this build. It'll stay with us forever, and you can't buy that. With our channel still in its infancy, everything is really tight. Time, money, sleep. We can't afford more than 2 months on the hard stand, as you know, and we can't outsource, and we can't afford to get takeaway when we knock off at midnight. And truthfully, there's not really anyone in our lives that's doing quite what we're doing, that's working on a project at this scale with limited means and money and resources, all while filming it and editing it just between 2 people. So yeah, it's been hard to juggle, and the advice that we get is really helpful, but it also doesn't make the load any lighter. We don't want to share this to bring negativity, but more so just to be real, to be vulnerable, because that's what we're all about. This is, without question, the most challenging thing we've ever done. However, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So this project has tested our relationship in ways that we honestly didn't expect, but it's also revealed the best of us. Patience, understanding, respect, resilience, forgiveness. Conflict is inevitable when doing something like this, but combat is optional. So it's been an absolute blessing to explore and resolve contention when we're both feeling so bedraggled. We actually keep saying to each other that this is what we imagine being parents of a newborn to be like. You're exhausted, but excited and in complete bliss. So with less than 35 days until splash day, we know that there's still plenty ahead, but there's a quote I love that says, "The quarrel of lovers is the renewal of love." And somewhere amongst these long nights and sore bodies, we have found that to be true. What a blessing to do this together and to be building our future home. You can't put a price on how rewarding that is. This has been the hardest chapter so far, but also the most beautiful one, to be totally cliche with you. We can't yet afford the $800 to get the boat lifted to test fit the rudders. So next week, we're actually going to be getting into our motors with the help of an incredibly generous viewer and a diesel mechanic professional. Yay! We can't wait to find out if these motors will run. We'll see you then.